Hello everyone. I welcome all of you to the department session of Convocation. Please mute your audio and do not disturb the proceedings of the Convocation.
I declare the department convocation function open.
I now invite the head Department of Civil Engineering to present his report.
Very good afternoon and welcome to this department function, convocation function for the 58 convocation. So I'm very happy to note that we are having this convocation though online. So the morning session there was a convocation institute side on virtual mode, and now from department side we are having the convocation online mode. So as all of us are going through this pandemic, and last few months it was quite turbulent, and then as all of you, all the students left the campus by March 3rd week, and now then we started our online semester for the last, the last spring semester, and then we could complete all the procedures and all the process as far as semester is concerned, and now we are coming to the convocation. And then also we have started the new semester, online semester. The autumn semester already started on August 10th, and now the semester is on. So as all of you know that we are going through a very, very difficult time, and but still the institute could manage this program as a virtual mode, and now the department we are having this function as online, and I am very happy to welcome all the graduating students and their parents, and also all my faculty, all students and staff to this convocation function. So I am very happy to put an annual report for 2019-20, a brief report which I would like to present in front of you. So as all of you know that the Department of Civil Engineering, one of the founding departments of IIT Bombay over the years, has grown tremendously and is now recognized as one of the best departments in the country and ranked highly in the world for civil engineering. With its multifaceted faculty, 49 full-time faculty, 3 adjunct faculty, and 2 visiting faculty, it provides high-quality research and teaching. The department has a strong focus in the research areas of structural engineering, geotechnical engineering, water resource engineering, transportation engineering, remote sensing, ocean engineering, and construction technology and management. Department is running MTech and PhD program in all these areas of research, along with its traditional BTech program in civil engineering. Department has 17 high-end teaching and research laboratories in these areas. The department also hosts postdoctoral fellowship program in various specializations sponsored by the institutes, SGRC, and other sponsored agencies. In 2019-20, the admitted students into BTech, MTech, and PhD includes 137 BTechs, 74 masters, 43 PhD. So our BTech students have the option of converting into BTech, MTech, and the MTech students have the option of converting MTech and PhD dual degree programs. So during this convocation, I'm very happy to inform you all of 106 BTech degrees, 5 BTech and MTech dual degrees, 56 MTech degrees, and 22 PhD degrees are awarded. This is 22 PhD degrees. Moreover, almost 14 PhDs were awarded in the last middle convocation happened in February 2020. And in department, we are having currently 12 postdoctoral fellows. And department is actively involved in basic and applied research and consultancy, and provide high quality technical advice support through R&D projects and consultancy to various organizations. Through academic and sponsored research, our faculty and students have published large number of research papers in quality journals having high impact factor. I'm very happy to inform you that in 2019-20, 212 high quality research papers are published in reputed journals, and 196 papers are published in conference proceedings by the civil department faculty and students. During this year, our faculty have also published 26 book chapters, 3 patents were granted, and 7 patents were filed. The department has attracted significant amount of sponsored and consultancy projects during this year. During the year 2019-20, around 31 new sponsored projects have been sanctioned with an outlay of 25 crores, taking the total number currently running sponsored project to 91. During the year, 17 sponsored projects have been successfully completed and delivered the intended objectives to the sponsored agencies. Our faculty members have taken up 530 consultancy jobs worth rupees 30 crores and delivered solutions to the industrial and field problems. The department disseminates the knowledge gained from its high-quality research through training programs and interacts with well-renowned personalities through workshops and conferences. During the year 2019-20, the department has conducted 10 quality improvements and continuing education programs for the academicians, students, and engineers. During 2019-20, 26 distinguished academicians from world-renowned universities have visited the department and enlightened our faculty and students with their seminar presentations and interactions. Few of these distinguished professors have spent 1 month to 6 months in the department as visiting faculty and contributed to our teaching and research. The students and faculty have won prestigious national and international awards and recognition and continue to bring laurels to the department and the institute. For the first time in the history of civil engineering department, Professor Subramanian Ghosh won the prestigious Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Awards and Swarna Jayati Fellowship of Government of India for his research in the area of climate and hydrological sciences. Other than this, 14 of our faculty members have won 16 prestigious awards this year. Quite a good number of our faculty members continues to be editors or associate editors or editorial board members for more than 20 reputed international and national journals. So with these few words, I wish to congratulate all the graduating students of 2020 in this 58th convocation, and I welcome to this department function. So in this department function, we have a special guest, our own alumnus, Professor Praveen Kumar. So I'll be introducing him in a few minutes' time. So with these few words, I conclude my speech here as the annual report. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request you now to introduce the chief guest of the Department Convocation 2020.
As I mentioned, I am very happy to introduce Professor Praveen Kumar, chief guest, who is our own alumnus. So Professor Praveen Kumar is presently the Colonel Harry F. Franklin M. Lowell Professor of Civil Engineering and Environmental Engineering, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, United States of America. Professor Kumar holds a BTech from IIT Bombay in 1987, MS from Iowa State University in 1989, and PhD from University of Minnesota in Civil Engineering. And then he joins 1995 University of Illinois. So prior to joining University of Illinois, he was a research scientist during 1993 to 1995 at the University Space Research Association and Hydrology Science Branch, NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, Greenbelt, Maryland. Professor Kumar has taught undergraduate and graduate courses in hydro system engineering, engineering modeling under uncertainty, surface water hydrology, hydroclimatology, stochastic hydrology, nonlinear methods in hydrology, and hydroinformatics. Professor Kumar's research deals with hydrocomplexity, the quantitative understanding and prediction of emergent patterns of form and function that arise from complex, nonlinear, and multi-scale interactions between soil, water, climate, vegetation, and human system, and how this understanding can be used for innovative solutions to water and sustainability challenges. His research has been funded by federal agencies such as NSF, NASA, NOAA. He presently serves as the director of the Critical Zone Observatory for Intensively Managed Landscapes. He is a fellow of American Geophysical Union. He is a recipient of the Distinguished Alumnus Award of IIT Bombay. In 1993, Professor Kumar received the University Space Research Association Award for Promise and Potential of a Young Scientist. In 1996, he received the NASA Young Investigator Award. He was selected at the NCS UAUC Faculty Fellow for 2001-2002. In 2005, he received the Xerox Award for Faculty Research. Professor Kumar has served as the editor-in-chief of Water Resource Research during 2009 to 2013, the major scientific journal in the field, published by American Geophysical Union. In the past, he has served as the editor or associate of many other prestigious journals in civil engineering. He is a member and fellow of many professional bodies. He served for 5 years as a member of the board of director of CUHASI, the Consortium of Universities for the Advancement of Hydrological Sciences, which has 120 member universities. The Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Bombay, is very proud to the professional recognition and exceptional achievements made by Professor Praveen Kumar at the highest level of civil engineering and geosciences. So, as I mentioned, Professor Praveen Kumar is our own alumnus. I am very happy, and on behalf of Department of Civil Engineering, all faculty, staff, and students, I would welcome Professor Praveen Kumar to this convocation function. And now I invite Professor Praveen Kumar to give his address. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Right. Professor Aldo, Professors Desai, honorable guests, graduates, parents and families, and faculty in the Department of Civil Engineering. Thank you for your very generous introduction. I'm deeply humbled by this invitation. It's my honor and pleasure to have the opportunity to address this graduating class of 2020. First of all, a huge congratulations to all of the graduating students and their parents, families and friends, and teachers and professors. It's time to be proud of all your accomplishments, so please take a moment to cherish this milestone. I'm also cognizant, as mentioned, of the unusual time we live in, with this virtual event as its testimony. I'm pretty sure that all of you will be talking about this very unusual year to your children and grandchildren. It'll be etched in the memory like no other. Many lives have been lost and disrupted across the globe. The societies most vulnerable have suffered the hardest. Your own careers for many, if not all, may have been put on a temporary hold. The uncertainties may be daunting. This is particularly true for those whose families may have already struggled to support you to achieve this important milestone. But it is also the time for each graduate to take a moment to turn to each one of your family members and express your gratitude for the support they have provided and continue to provide. As our society faces one of the most severe hardships, it's also the time to develop a perspective of what is important to each and every one of us individually and collectively as a society. This is the time to harden the value systems that give purpose and meaning to our lives. I'll come back to this point. As I was preparing to address this esteemed group today, I began to think of my own journey. The determination for the preparation of the JEE exam and the anxious wait for the results, which by the way was then hand-delivered by the postman. My arrival from Bagdogra in West Bengal to Bombay for the first time in the middle of the monsoon in July 1983. It was raining like I had never seen before. The amazement I felt getting into the campus with the beautiful greenery, and yes, of course, the cows on the roads, are all etched into the memory like it was yesterday. Walking through the infinite corridor, meeting new people in the hostel as a freshie, going through ragging considered at that time as a rite of passage, signing up for the hockey team, they're all fresh in my mind. Last year, with many students from my batch from H6 who graduated in '87, we had a reunion. It was as if the intervening 30 plus years never existed and we never grew up. It was the same camaraderie and bantering atmosphere. I'm pretty sure each one of you have your own experiences that you will recall, narrate, and live by in the years. I'm sure, like us, you'll find that IIT Bombay is the most magical place where new friendship bonds are formed that last a lifetime. And life partners are found for many and result in heartaches for some others. But most importantly, this is the place where the daydreams happen. The dreams that we are turn into reality with a determination, vigor, and vitality like no other. These are very different from the fleeting ones we dream while sleeping. These dreams during the awake hours are amorphous and formative and begin to take shape slowly and adapt as we comprehend the complexities of the world around us. These are not taught in the classrooms and cannot be taught in the classrooms. We form and foster our very own worldview and bring our own ingenuity to contribute to the larger ecosystem of ideas, aspirations, and solutions. Your teachers and professors have no idea of your dreams, only that you have one, and that they can only provide the minimal but essential set of tools that you can use to accomplish great feats. If my own experience is any guide, you have been trained by the best and the most well-meaning professors. Do not hesitate to take a moment to express your appreciation for what they have imparted, value of some of which you will realize only years later. So even though we are in the midst of a pandemic, and I'm sure you're deeply uncertain about your own careers and the pathways it will take, I can assure you of one thing. This will be a blip in the long journey called life. I know each one of you were assured a path of success the moment you walk through the campus gates. The question is not if you will be successful, but how will you own your success? Let me repeat this. How will you own your success? This question has many dimensions. Some people will measure success in terms of personal wealth. Others will achieve a stature of recognition from engineering and science contributions that break barriers deemed impossible to cross. Some of you will measure it in terms of professional satisfaction of having made a difference. Some of you will draw satisfaction in interpersonal relationships, while others will attribute it to impact in the profession and society. But it is worth pondering this issue now and throughout your career. And of course, these are not mutually exclusive. But there is an inherent priority that will define your value system by which you see the world and make choices. No matter the choice, I've always seen success as a journey, not a destination. We all ponder, reassess, and redefine our path as we go through different career and life stages. As I was preparing for this address, I thought a lot about what advice I can give you. I'm sorry to say I came in empty-handed. I see before me the brightest select students from a country of over 1.3 billion people, taught by the best faculty in an amazing environment called the IIT campus. How can I have the audacity to advise you on anything? Seriously. You're going to be not just traveling on, but charting a path that has been unpaved. It'll be your imagination and ingenuity that is going to guide the national and global society into the next era. Be it alleviating societal injustice, or advancing new technologies, or just presenting everyone with a new way of seeing the world. But I have learned a lot since the time I graduated and attended the convocation in August 1987, almost to the day. So if I had a chance, what would I tell myself of 33 years ago? Things I wasn't prepared for and wasn't wise enough to have anticipated then, but learned through experience later. Like you, my inclination and strength were focused on honing technical skills rooted in mathematical and computational thinking. In retrospect, I would tell myself that that is a necessary but not a sufficient condition for success. Interpersonal and leadership skills are perhaps even more important in making an impact from which I would draw satisfaction. It doesn't require doing better than others. It requires doing well together and inspiring and supporting others to do better. My biggest competition was not someone else, but myself from the previous day. I did learn these skills in IIT, but not in the classroom. I learned them in the Gymkhana hockey and Kho fields. Having the opportunity to play team sports taught me that while it is important to have individual excellence, we don't succeed if we don't work together. In retrospect, one of the most satisfying rewards to this day was the best sportsman for Edge 6 recognized by my peers. It came as a surprise, but now that I think about it, it reflected an important attribute that I would build upon for the rest of my career. I don't know how the IIT hockey team is doing now. I hope really well. At that time, we played in the Mumbai Division 3 or 4, I can't remember. We would lose half our games, but we enthusiastically trained and played each one of them. Failure never got us down. Just the opportunity to play and enjoy was awesome. I can't thank enough our coach at that time, Appaji, for the positive outlook he fostered. I've told be drawing upon these experiences much more than I knew at that time. They would shape my professional and personal growth in ways I couldn't imagine at that time. Another thing I would tell myself, if I could, is that the world will get far more complex. Lots of engineering that I learned was based on breaking up the problem in elementary units and solving them because that is the way we could. As I transitioned from undergraduate to graduate school, the big difference was that while the undergraduate was focused on solving problems, the graduate research allowed me to develop thinking about framing the problem so it could be solved. There was a huge difference between the two, and an aspect that I still work on with my own graduate students. This is particularly relevant, as I didn't know then, is that the world around us would be getting increasingly interdependent and complex. Resources that help solve problems would become constraints for the problems to be solved. For example, we can no longer increase agricultural productivity by building dams as water has become extremely limiting. I would advise myself that I need to be continuously learning as the solutions of yesteryears would no longer be sufficient. The approach needed to address the most vexing of our societal problems would require new ways of thinking. It would require erasing boundaries that divide us into disciplines. While technological advances would open amazing new opportunities, the societal challenges would not be addressed unless we embraced sister disciplines, including biological, social, and behavioral sciences. Many of the career paths that exist today were not even conceived when I graduated. Civil engineering profession is at the center of most societal grand challenges, and the need and opportunities are central to all aspects of human life and societal well-being. So while the current environment poses uncertainties, I'm certain that each and every one of you, without exception, will go on to do amazing things. If my own classmates and batchmates serve as examples, I also know that you will take divergent paths towards your careers, ranging from continuing in engineering, either through practice or research, or moving away to other programs such as MBA or becoming entrepreneurs to bring new products and solutions to the market. But those who are successful exhibit some bedrock attributes that of uncompromising honesty, integrity, respect, and positivity. They are also magnanimous with their time and wealth to provide opportunities to those less fortunate. I would like to, but I cannot tell you what is in store for you and what career path you will follow. But I'm certain that it will be extremely rewarding. However, I leave you with the following thought. I would encourage you to think about the question I posed. How will you own your success? What values will determine your aspiration and your impact both in personal and professional life? How will you find the synergy in personal and professional life? What attributes will determine the meaning and purpose of your career? What would you like your legacy to be? Do you want these to be accidental choices or deliberate outcomes? It is said that the best way to predict the future is to design it. What kind of successful future will you design for yourself? You are at a vantage point where you can now ponder these questions, not from the uncertainty of career path that may have been considered before you joined IIT, but from the certainty that success is about to unfold in ways you may not have imagined yet. So again, my heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you and your families and friends. Please find ways to celebrate and celebrate responsibly. Thank you.
Thank you.
I now invite the head Department of Civil Engineering to launch the department magazine.
Hello, friends. So we have started the tradition of having a magazine, annual magazine in the last year. And now the second edition of this magazine, Civil Engineering, Civil Insights. We are named the magazine as Civil Insights. So this magazine includes all what has happened last 1 year, including the photos of the graduating students and all details. So I am very happy to release this magazine today. Actually, last time it was given directly, a hard print was given to all graduating students, but at this time a soft copy has been made, and then that will be available for downloads. So I am very happy to release this magazine, and the students last 2 months, they have put a lot of efforts. The team has put a lot of efforts, and it has come very nicely. And now I present this department magazine, Civil Insights, to all the students, all the faculty and staff, the departments. So with the permission of Professor Praveen Kumar, so I dedicate this magazine to the graduating batch. Thank you very much. So here you can see the graduate students' photographs and the Civil Insight team and all the details. Thank you.
Announcement of award of medals will now commence.
I present to you, sir, S. Rajeshwarachari, Sahana AS, and Shivang Shekhar for the Award of Excellence in PhD Research 2020. I present to you, sir, Rohan Agrawal for the award of SC Malhotra Prize for achieving the highest CPI in BTech. I present to you, sir, Rohan Agrawal for the award of Vidyasagar Nehra Gold Medal for achieving the highest CPI in BTech. I present to you, sir, Rohan Agrawal for the award of Professor Madhav Kulkarni, Lieutenant Colonel, retired, Gold Medal for achieving the highest CPI in B.Tech. I present to you, sir, Rituparna Samantre for the award of Manorama Sinha Academic Excellence for academically best performing woman undergraduate student in civil engineering.
Announcement of award of degrees will now commence.
Here are the recipients of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and dual degrees of Master of Technology and Doctor of Philosophy. Here are the recipients of degree of Master of Technology, MS by Research, dual degrees of Bachelor of Technology and Master of Technology, and PG Diploma. Here are the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Technology.
it is a pleasant duty to present vote of thanks to our chief guest, Professor Praveen Kumar. Sir, I thank you for having spared your very valuable time, specifically on a Sunday at 6 in the morning, to grace us with your august presence here this afternoon and sharing your advice to the graduating students. Your being here is a source of inspiration for all of us. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It has been my pleasure.
Special thanks to the Civil Engineering Association and the students of the department for their hard work in making all the arrangements for this departmental e-convocation function and make it as a grand success. Dear graduating students, we know that success is not a destination, but a journey, believing in the philosophy that victory belongs to the most persevering. It must be a very proud moment for you and your family, parents. Chasing a dream requires your efforts and passion. Hard work isn't over when you graduated. It is just a break as you enter the new battlefields of life. Good luck and congratulations. All the best. I declare the department session of the convocation function closed. Yeah, please stand up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे